All right, so things are looking a little different around here. The evenings and the early mornings are quite different, but we've been parents now for about a month tomorrow. It's been great. Training has been not that bad. Sleep hasn't been too bad either. I wanted to show you what last night kind of looked like. And at first I wasn't gonna wear a sleep tracker at all, but then I did like the first night and it was fine. And I was like, oh, okay, this is just what it looks like now. So I still got 8 hours, just these red peaks are when I was awake. I'm just in bed longer. And that's just something I'm fortunate to be able to do, is be able to be like, all right, we're prioritizing sleep, still making it happen. I'm just gonna be up more often. So it's less optimal, but we're still making it happen. And since we're in here, we're gonna check our HRV as well, which is rocking. Last peak over here, bang, 125 last night. Doing full HYROX sim today and just getting ready. It's about 2 hours until I'm getting going. So I have my whole like suite of sups that I'm gonna be taking. I got some gels for during. These are just like all the like multivitamins stuff I take. I got the bicarb ready, got my Nomeo ready to rock. I'm be taking this right now so that I can be ready for the sim. So I was trying to do everything like it would be on race day. So it starts with the nutrition in the morning. All right, we're ready. Been rocking some tunes. I have this playlist. New emo. If you don't know, emo is not dead. There's a whole new crop of it. And I rock it when I'm going to the gym. So got a little pre-workout, getting fired up, ready to do this. Holding me back, you really put me through it, yeah. Stuck in the middle, and on the trigger, I'm tempted a little, but could you open up? All right, we're here, Arsenal. I'm gonna run through full sim today. So where I'm at in training, I'm coming off like this injury I've had in my calf, and it's just like better. I got some good guidance and just was like smart about building it back up, and I can run again. But I've been doing a lot of different things in training, right? So now I'm at this point where about 6 weeks out from Phoenix, because my training's kind of looked a little bit different because of this injury. I've been working on a couple of different approaches, and now I need to kind of put that in, like I need to test it out, see where I'm at, see how it's working, so I know if I should continue in the direction of where I'm going in training, or if I need to shift back into things that have worked in the past. So this is just a straight up test. I just want to see how my fitness feels for the running in the middle. I have some theories about what's going to happen, but I just want to kind of see how it plays out. And then I'll just get that feedback and be able to drive a little bit harder toward the race. So I'm going to warm up for forever, and then we're going to get things rolling. Yeah, so this fast approach, I need to work on muscular endurance. So I did a big block of like some muscular endurance work, specifically in like lunges and wall balls, more than I've done in the past. And in the past, it's just like, I just get worried about recoverability. And I did bump into that a little bit. It's like, I'm feeling a little bit beat from that, but I'm excited to kind of test that out. So, and seeing how that kind of relates to the actual HYROX fitness is very much what I'm interested in finding out today. So that's one aspect that I want to see if I want to keep, or if I need to move that into something that's just like a little bit more specific with just like threshold HYROXy like transition stuff. So that's one thing we're going to find out today. So when running a HYROX simulation, I really don't care for it to be like a one-to-one at all. I'd actually advise against that, just so it's not like this. It's like, oh, I think I'm in this shape, and then you get to the race and it's like completely different, because there's no setup that's going to be the same. So there's no real reason, there's no real purpose in trying to like make it exactly that, right? Like a HYROX is 8.7 kilometers, but like I'm not too worried about that. So for today, I'm just going to kind of transition the way that it is. I don't ever really time I time them, but I don't like remember them. I don't have it as like a benchmark as like, oh, last time I was here. So I'm not too concerned about that for this. In the past couple Elite 15 races, and like there's other races that are like this across the world, across the country, that are going to be a little bit like either the first run or last run's long. So for this, I'm going to do the first run long. I think I'm going to do maybe 1.2 to 1.4 K. Just so it's a little bit longer up front. And then that's the only thing I'm going to do that's going to be kind of like actually like HYROX itself. So in terms of what I want to get out of this for like the one-to-one, I'm not too concerned about it. I just kind of like hit it and just see how I'm feeling through the middle and back.
with sleds, it's like the main thing, it's not going to be the same. You can do like wall balls will be the same, lunges will be about the same, whatever, but the sleds are just not going to be the same. So I like to make it like a little bit heavy, just so it's better to not be caught off guard, right? Like there's so many times you show up at a HYROX, I'm sure it's happened to most people that like they show up and the sled is just like not moving the way that they thought it was going to because of training. So I like to use the oldest sled that they have. It's nice to have the center sleds here, and I loaded up like a little bit heavier than what it should feel like on race day. So again, for the sim, my push will probably be 45 seconds slower than what my typical push will be during the race. But it's just like better to be over prepared. Same with the pull. The pull will probably be closer to 3.5, 4 minutes. For in a race, I've been around 3:15. And the push today will probably be like 2:45. And race day, it's been around like 2:10, 2:15. So don't worry about the sleds. Don't worry about the sled weight. Just make it a little heavy and make it hard. All right. I do feel pretty good. I do feel pretty good. Nice. Fuck yeah. Rest day. Believe it or not, rest day happens. And that's like so valuable for a workout that it's something I put into practice. If I have a big workout that I want to hit, complete rest the day before just makes the intensity so much higher and just like drives those adaptations even further. Because like something that's happened in the past for me is like I was like grind, and then everything's just like mid, right? So taking this like rest day allows me to really jump high for these intensity days, and then like I feel like I'm getting more out of like the bigger workouts. So rest days work, so take them. All right, so I'm gonna hit a quick run warm up outside. I'm gonna do the sim on the assault treadmills. I found that on the assault treadmill, like if they're a newer model, the pacing is like pretty close to like where you would be outdoors. It's a little easier just because doesn't pound you as much, but I've just started kind of running outside and doing a lot more quality. Like the total amount of quality that I've been doing just because of the calf thing isn't that high. 8K is going to be like kind of a stretch. So I don't want to do that outside. So I want to, it's a little bit more gentle on here, and like accurate enough. So, and must remember, we are at 5,600 feet. So you can look up a calculator, do some math on that. It's harder up here. So we like to do these things here, just keep it a little bit more contained. All right, so it's quick run warm up and then some aerobic stuff, and then just about ready to rock. All right, not super crooked. I think I saw a study that these things don't actually help performance. You put them on and it feels better. Take it off and you're like, oh, it's harder to breathe through my nose now. Slight placebo, but whatever, man. 0.25%, 1/8%, we're taking those. The same thing for the Keto IQ. I kind of think these work better for post. There's been some studies about it, like not being super effective for like shorter output. I think they did like a study on 10K, but I think it works, so I do it. I just like that it tastes like gasoline. So it makes me feel like I'm all gassed up now. I got all the goods in me. It's all going down. Run. So, full HYROX sim today, super creative workout. We are gonna start with 1.2K run. Just to be a little bit further, 1,200 meter run. It's like, that is gonna take us out a little bit. I'm going to run this at like between 320 and 325 pace. It's a little bit hot, but it's not crazy. Like that's faster than what race pace would be typically for most of it, but these races get out hot. So it's like, it's important for me to like practice getting out. Like I can't be incredibly measured and then just be like, okay, the back went great because I chilled until the back. Like that's really not what I'm trying to do here. So I gotta kind of get out a little bit more than I want to. Ski, we're gonna aim for like 146 to 47 pace. And then I'm probably gonna try to sit at 325 to 30 for the remainder. This 30 spot is going to be not kind of where I wanna be. Push, 245, pull, 330, burpee broad jumps. I would love for this to be like 230, but like, fine. Here I want to be again like 147, 48. Farmers, I want to, like this is gonna be a real important point here. Is like going faster than I want to go. Like I feel like this is a lot of effort. That's it. Like it's just like doing it. I'm gonna be tired and I just like won't want to go as fast as I can go. So I want to make sure I'm doing that and going like unbroken. It's a looping back and forth, so I don't really know how long this will take. I'm not sure, just like making sure I push. So it's gonna be kind of a discreet goal like that. Lunges, I'm using a 75-pound bag. That's what they have here. The race weight's 65. If I could be like sub 3, that would be awesome. I don't think I've done that too often. And wall balls, yeah, I like starting there. I want to be, let's just push for it. Let's do 330. This will be, I can do that with one break. So we'll see how this goes. So this is like aggressive, but what I'm thinking is like, again, this back here and here are where I fell apart in the last race. So that's really important for me to understand how the training has been working. My running volume has not been very high. So like the runs from like here could potentially get a little bit wonky. 330 on this treadmill is like something I should be able to do, but it is still fast. So that is going to be the goal there, is like seeing how like the runs feel from after pull down, and then these back stations here. Those are the main things I want to find out today. So I am going to be pushing the carbohydrates and pushing the training a little bit more. So I have a whole variety. I got my feed headband on, so I got a whole variety of gels to take. I'm gonna take a Go Gel before this starts. I found this is really nice for intra-workout and pre-workout, just in terms of like taking it down. This is 20 grams of carbs. They have these new gels that I'm playing around with that have 40 grams of carbs. This is Beta Fuel by Science and Sport. 40 grams is like a lot. That's like 2 of these, right? So I'm gonna take this after the sled pull, like right around 20 minutes, and see how that goes. And then after, or like right at the row, I'm gonna take this is 30 grams. So between all of this, this is almost 90 grams of carbs. 94 grams of carbs, a lot. So I'm playing around with this and seeing how it feels in my gut. Now's the time to test that stuff out, because I usually take 1 of these around the row, but I want to get in something a little bit earlier, something a little bit more substantial, and just see how that goes. So that's gonna be part of it today. Testing this out as well. So excited to try this out, because this could be like a real cool like wrinkle to add to like the race day stuff. My runs were good. Like, so let's just go through them. That first run, I did 1,200 meters in 3:57. That was like 3:18s, 3:20s, which is fast, right? Like that's fast to run, but like I felt fine, felt good. Ski was 3:38, so I was like 1:47s, 1:48s, pretty much where I wanted to be. Then 3:27 on that next run. And then the push was 2:47. It was heavy. I got 1 leg down and 1 break in between each of the rest. Then at 3:32, the sled pull was like real heavy. That was like way heavier than what it would typically feel like, and it was 4:39. Like I haven't pulled a 4:39. I mean, like in Hamburg I was 3:18, I think. So that's like a minute and 20 seconds slower, and that much more effort. So that's just like a little bit too heavy for a sim. Then 3:29 for that next run. So that's like right where I wanted to be, like right at those 3:30s. Then 2:33 for the burpees. Like that's when I knew like it was like, I was like good. Like that was moving well. I was breathing while I could do it. And I was like, okay, we're fine. That was like some of the best burpees that I felt like I've had. And then 3:30, 3:40 on the row, 3:29 on the run. 1:38 on the farmers, which I was very happy with. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming, I'm doing it. At this point, I was like, all right, we're not doing it on the runs right now. We got to do it on the stations. I think that's kind of how this race is going to have to be done. Like running as hard as you can, but still being able to put out as much as you can on the stations, which kind of sounds like a duh, but like, that's kind of where I'm at in my progression now. It's like, if I could just like maintain a run, then I need to be able to hammer these stations like that. So 1:38, I was really happy. 3:34 on the next run, 3:10 on those lunges. The lunges were pretty good, like not awesome. Like I wanted to hammer them, I didn't. With that 75, and again, 5,600 feet counts for something. Then 3:36 on that last run. And then wall ball, same thing. Like early, I was just like, yeah. So I started to 25s with like 10-second rest. And that got it done in 3:50. I think it was 3:40, I'm sorry. So with like transition, it's like, yeah, 3:50, 3:55. the books, that was like pretty good. The other reason I don't love sims, right, it's like come in and you're like, every effort you want it to be like your best effort, right? Because you want it like, it's like meaningful. But really it's just like a training piece. So like it doesn't have to have this like weight associated to it, but it's still hard to detach. One thing that I remember during, it's like I'm not in peak performance shape right now. And like that's appropriate for 6 weeks out. If this was like the best effort I've ever put out, like it's gonna be hard to maintain for 6 weeks, but I have room to build and then taper. So I'm in like a really, really good spot. Yeah, average heart rate 144, which is right, max at 160. I'm cool with that. And you can see just like this heart rate trend line. I don't know if you can really see that. It just gradually goes up. And you see there's little dips. For me, the stations, like it dips. Like for the sleds in particular, and on the row, it dips down quite a bit, but then pops back up on the run and keeps going up. So that's why my average ends up being like low. Like 144 is like right at my threshold. So no time in zone 5, which is like 162 for me. From an effort standpoint, like I probably was there. I'm not at peak, but I am pretty good, all things considered. So baby at home, sleep's not great, but not terrible. I'm managing it fairly well. Coming back from injury, volume's as high as it's been in a couple of years. So I'm right where I want to be. I just need to stay healthy, stay relaxed, and just have a little more fun with it than I've had in the past. And yeah, man, we're ready to rock. So it's definitely, we're in a good spot.